Hi, and welcome back to the YieldMax 100 Share Challenge. This week, we're doing Group C, Payment 10. Let's go ahead and take a look at our portfolio overview. As you can see, it has a market value of $25,643 with a cost basis of $28,241. That's with dividends reinvested, so we have a net negative. Here's how we're looking for the different holdings. As you can see, we have CVNY and Hui are the only two in the green at this time. And the rest are in the red, under $1,000, so that's not bad. Let's see, we have the highest, Coney as the highest current yield and yield on cost. But it's, as you can see, it's lost a lot of its value. It's down to 74. Let's take a look at the spreadsheets. There's our initial. So let's start with ABNY. And we are down $5.18 a share and $143.28 total. This is not counting the dividend reinvestment against this cost. This is just portfolio start, portfolio now, so this is a total value. As you can see, the dividends have been declining, and it's returned about 30% of its initial cost in dividends with DRIP and about 25% without. If you want to take a quick peek at those headings again, we have date. That's the date after the payment, and don't forget the payment's always down on this day because this is after it's paid, so the dividend has been taken out of the share price. The current price per share are on that date. Total investment value, the latest dividend, and the latest dividend payment. This is with DRIP, so it's against this number. The house with DRIP is, if you added up the dividends with DRIP, that's where we get to 29%. This column is no DRIP, so this is just the dividend times our initial 100 shares, and this is how much we've totally received, and that one's at 25%. So that's how the spreadsheet works. Let's go ahead and go to AMD, and this one, as you can see, its current value is over the start value, so we have a little bit of green here. It has lost $3.89 a share. We're up to 160 shares. They paid a dividend of 24 cents, which was really low. Yep, the lowest so far. Low payment. We are at $41.98, so 42% and 33%. I'm going to go through this quick because these are still catch up from when I had my technical issues. And then we'll get back to the longer format when I get caught up. I just wanted to get these out there. So Coney, same situation. Got negative share price, but you got a positive at total value. This one is up to 200 shares, so this has doubled your shares. Unfortunately, as you can see, the price is really tanked, and the dividends have started to fall. Let's see, the dividend payment was 85, so that's not a bad payment. It was up a little from the last, but it's not quite to where it should be. 63% on cost and 46. CVNY, as you can see, this was one of the newer ones. There's not as many payments on this one, but this one has actually held its value nicely. It's $3,000 over our initial, because it has gone up in share price, and so you have up in share and you got up in share price. So this has done really well, but you can see, well, we did have the 177 here. We had this 450 outlier, so it had a huge payment at one point. This one's down over the last two payments, down to $1.91. But with the share price being up, this one might be one to look into. Fiat. We are at 200 shares on this one also. We've lost $14 in our share price and $3.34 in value. This dividend is not paying very well, but because of the, look at this cost, $2.77. That's why you're having so many shares. But as you can see, the even the payment with the increased shares is going down, so that's never a trend you want to see. MFSO is it's only 125 shares, but its share price is only down 125. That's why we have a little bit of green here. These payments have been in the same ballpark. None of them have been spectacular, so they're 30 to 50 cents. So you're going to get that $30 a week, and you're not going to gain a lot of shares because the low dividend versus the high share price. But at least this share price has been steady, so that's not terrible. Nestlé. Once again, we have a 188 loss, so that's better than a lot of them. And we have the positive total value up to 140 shares. 40 cents on the payment seems to be in line with the last 4 months, but it'd be nice if it was back up in the 50-cent range. It still paid $55 against your 137.31 shares. PYPY. This one was up, but it had the price took a hit recently. As you can see, it was going back up and then it started to taper off again. 136 shares, 1075 from 1819. So we have lost 714. Like I said, this was going back up, and it has recovered some of its price since I did this. But 351 down. This is also a low dividend. The 26 cents is not. It's not acceptable. It should be up at least in the 40 cents should be a good target for this one. You can see it's not growing very fast. It's only at 25%. And Hui, this one just started. You can see it started the first time I registered. It was at 71.75. And that is in the green, which means my spreadsheet is wrong, because that should be in the red because it's actually down to $68. So it's lost a couple of bucks. And it's getting 5 shares, but the payment was $3.85 and $3.86. So it's paying a high dividend, but that's because of the super high stock price. Like I said, this one's new, and I haven't filled this in because I lost the information out of my dividend tracker. So hopefully that updates itself and I can fill this back in, and hopefully next month we'll get the numbers back up on this. But that's a quick overview of C. I'm going to do D real quick and get those up so we can be caught up, and I'll start Group A, which was paid the weekend of October 4th, so it'd been the October 3rd. So then I'll do Group A and we'll be all caught up. Thanks for joining me. If you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit a like, subscribe, and drop a comment. If you're interested in any other dividend ETFs, any of the monthlies, if there's a company you want me to track, I'm going to continue this into next year. So if you have a different portfolio you would be interested in tracking or having me track for you, go ahead and write that in the comments. Appreciate your time and have a great day.